Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. Sense, here today with my fragrance review. This one actually is also an oldie but goodie. This is actually cologne from around the era when I graduated high school, which was 1996. Um, and I didn't actually know that this been around that long. I was never into fragrances like that, so why would I? Anyway, um, I have seen so many reviews and a lot of people about this perfumer and the house of the fragrance that I'm reviewing today, and it has me interested and curious. So when I found the first fragrance, I didn't actually purchase that. I wanted. Um, I actually got a chance to smell it at Ulta, and I actually like that flanker. But the fragrance that I'm talking about today is by the house of Terry Mugler, and this is actually, the name has changed. It used to be Angel Men, and now it's just called Amen. I don't have the box that it came in. It's at the house. I just grabbed the fragrance because number one, I know that this isn't gonna get sprayed because you have to really press down on it. As you can see, that's the trigger for the atomizer. This actually encases the fragrance. This is a refillable container, um, but nonetheless, I'm into gourmand and sweet fragrances, and this is what that is. The only thing that made me not want to purchase this is because I've heard people say that this has a tar-like note in it, which is kind of off-putting. Um, but I found this at Bell's in Savannah, Georgia, and I went ahead and decided to give it a try. And I think I purchased this one for about maybe, I want to say about 30 or 40 bucks. I'm not really sure, but I just couldn't pass it up. I know for this little small 30 ml bottle, 40, 30 or 40 bucks may be too much, but I actually think it's worth it. I have gotten a few compliments today from this one. Um, Actually, I take that back. I got two compliments today. So yeah, one was one of my coworkers. He actually said that uh, I had the hallway spiced up, and another compliment when I was up on the floor earlier. Somebody said I smelled pretty good, so that's a plus. Very, very, very sweet fragrance. If you're not into sweet fragrances, please don't purchase this. This thing is a powerhouse. Um, do not overspray. Me personally, I sprayed on quite a few sprays this morning, and to me, it's not overpowering. Um, it can be when you first spray it on. This fragrance actually gets better the more you have it on. So the longer it's on your skin, the better it's gonna smell. That tar note does not last all day. You get it strongly in the opening. The dry down is much, much, much nicer. Um, Honestly, if you can spray this on before, if you're wearing it to work, spray it on before you get to work. Um, Give it time to dry down and work itself um, into the next stage of its evolution. If you're going on a date, make sure you spray this on well before you meet up with that person or before you leave. Um, Give it time to work. It's actually quite nice, and I can smell it as clearly as I could rather, when I first sprayed it on. It still smells nice. Uh, like I said, this was released in 1996. This is a gourmand fragrance because of how sweet it is. Um, this isn't in um, the notes aren't broken down. They just give the notes in it. So I'm not gonna do opening, mid, or base notes. I'm just gonna read the notes. So you get mint, lavender, caramel, rich dark chocolate, and tar. You get coffee and patchouli. So as you can see, um, with this caramel, the dark chocolate, the coffee, this thing is super sweet. So if you know nothing about Terry Mugler and his Angel or any of his flanker colognes, um, check them out. Try and either order sample bottles or go to your local store that sells fragrances from this house and test them first. I wouldn't advise anyone to buy them as far as blind buy, because you may make a mistake and you might regret it. Some of these fragrances can be um, real overpowering or off-putting sometimes. To me, this one is not off-putting. I have heard other reviewers say that it can be, especially with that tar note, but with me, I can look past it. I also want to try a few other flankers. The one I'm really interested in is Pure Malt. Um, I want that one. I'm going to purchase that one soon. The other one I want is Crypto Mint, and I've heard someone on here also talk about Crypto Mint, and they said that um, they purchased it or they smelled it and they weren't blown away by it. And I'm not saying that Crypto Mint or any of these other flankers are gonna like change the world or take over the world in the fragrance department, but um, they're good. Um, Obviously, some of these fragrances have been out for a while, so um, me personally, I like Crypto Mint, and that may be the next one I purchase. I actually seen this one at TJ Maxx, and I think they wanted like $40 or $50 for it, but I wasn't willing to pay that. So hopefully the price has came down some. Um, if not, I think I can order it for a little cheaper than what they wanted for it at TJ Maxx. Um, Pure Malt is one I really want to get my hands on. Uh, that may be the first one I purchase. It's going to be a little bit of time though. I have some things I need to work on and take care of. So, um, anyway, stay tuned for more fragrances. I have more to come. Last night I wore a banger, um, never worn before by me. It's been out for a little while now. It's the newest flanker um, in the very popular line, and I won't reveal it right now. I didn't get any compliments when I wore it last night. I went to my son's basketball game. Shout out to my son. Um, you did good last night. Your whole team did. They beat this team in Savannah. It was like 50 something to 2. So shout out to my son and his basketball team. Keep up the good work, son. Um, anyway, that's all I got to say about this fragrance, guys. Any questions, any comments, please leave down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Ring the bell for notifications. And I'm out. Peace.